Yesterday we discussed there's a 190 meg file which I got from the Office of National Statistics. If I find it, where is it? Where is it? Open democracy data. Here we go. Democracy. No, that's not that one. Where are you? I'm looking for Office of National Statistics. Here we go. The ONS. The ONS has got a ton of data basically, and what I'm looking for is constituencies. Here we go. Parliamentary electors. Right. UK parliamentary constituencies data. Let's take a quick look here. Right. Looking time series explorer data sets. Bingo. No, that's not that either. No. Where are we? Where are we? Where was it? Somewhere in my history I've got this kicking around. Hold on. Search. No. Constituencies. What have we got here? Ah, here we go. Bingo. Geoportal.statistics. Bingo. This is what we were talking about. So yesterday we downloaded all of this in JSON format and we ended up with this really big file, which is over here. If you take a look, that's 190 meg. That's not particularly pretty, got to be honest. So I'm just going to nip into my downloads folder because I managed to use a utility called JQ, and what that has enabled me to do is to pull out all of the GeoJSON polygon data per constituency. So I'm just going to scroll this all the way down, and if you take a look, we now have how many files? 650 files. Alright, so that's all of our individual constituency data broken down. This is good. Now it's in a much smaller format that we can process, and if you look, just move that all over. Okay, let's take a quick look at what we've got. Alright, so, and you'll notice now we've all our little bits of JSON, so I'm looking at this on the second monitor over here. We've got things, different files in different sizes. We've got 88K, 35K, 114K. This is much more maintainable. We like this. So, without further ado, next thing we want to do is we want to import it into a database. And that database we're then going to query. And once we can query that, we can then populate our map, and then we can zoom in, zoom out, do all sorts of things. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm very, very quickly just going to download and install SQL Server Express because I've got SQL Server installed. I'd love to show you what I've got in SQL Server. Problem is there's a lot of client confidential stuff in there, so I'm going to just spawn up a new Express instance. Just going to grab that. SQL Server 2017, there we go. Let's just pull that down, fantastic. And then we'll get that installed. Excellent. And we'll open that. Yes, I would like to open this. Yes, I would like to install this. Yeah, let's take a look. Alright, and we're going to go custom. Okay. Oh, right, we've got to download everything. Let's wait for this to do. Oh, look at that. I love a fast internet connection. There we go. So once that's down, we're going to get that installed, and then we're going to start looking at how do we import these 650 JSON files into SQL Server, especially with the newer features in SQL Server 2017. JSON is now a new data type, which now means we can store JSON type information in a SQL-based database, and there is a very specific... I know a lot of people are sort of going to go, well, why don't you use NoSQL, so on and so on and so forth. The reason I'm going to use a SQL Server database is because I want to be able to attach and query SQL-based data. I've never been a big fan of NoSQL for unstructured data, and frankly, actually, constituency information is structured data, including later on I'm going to be pulling in things like polling information, along with vote tallies that we've previously had, previous election results, and so on and so forth. So I want this to be in a format that I know it's going to be pretty easy for me to query. You guys can follow along. What I'll also do is Once this is sort of up and running, I'm going to take the actual database itself, I'm going to wrap it up in a backpack, and I'm also going to try and put it on a Mongo or a RavenDB instance as well, and that way this entire map, this project, along with a bunch of historical data, is going to be available on GitHub at some, don't know when that's going to be, but who knows. So while that's going on, that's fine. Let's nip back, because what I did manage to do yesterday, after I was having a little play around, let's just close that down, I managed to discover exactly why my JavaScript wasn't working. So I'm going to Shift F5 this quickly, and the reason is I forgot styling information. This is what I was missing. Simple as that. My map wasn't showing up because I forgot to actually give it a width and a height. So we're just going to F5 this again quickly. Let's just close down a few things here. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't actually need. Let's have a look. And let's close that down too. For now, let's get rid of a few things here. Okay, what have we got? So now, let's take a look. So we've got our constituency data. It's all been downloaded as JSON. We managed to split that JSON out into some nice, neat little files that we can individually import. And we've managed to get the sort of basics going with our simple demo. When this loads up, you will be able to view a LeafletJS map inside React, which is a good start. It's then now we want to start populating some data in there. Alright, let's get this loaded up. How's everybody else's Sunday doing? Good? Alright, let's take a quick look here. What do we have? Map view. Bingo! There is a map, and we have zoom controls. You can zoom in, you can pan it around. So this is a great start. Now what we need to start doing is loading in that information about each constituency. So what I'm probably going to do is load in a couple, just probably some manual file loading to begin with, rather than trying to load the entire 190 meg. Right, let's quickly move this over. Alright, so we're going to install standalone version of SQL 17 Express. And while we're doing that, let's have a little think. So one of the things I've got to start thinking about is how on earth we are going to, controller, constituency load controller.cs. Because the problem we're going to have is at some point we're going to zoom in or zoom out too far, and there's going to be too much polygon data to draw on here. The reason we know that obviously is because the raw JSON itself weighs in at 190 meg, and if you think Chrome is bad at memory management, try adding 200 megs worth of polygon SVG data in there. That's not going to go well. So you think that having 3 tabs in Chrome and Slack open is bad. Wait till you see what this wait till the fans try and kick in and try and see what this can draw for you. Hey Fanny, hey, how you doing? Sorry, just saw you that. I can't help the echo much, I'm afraid. It's sort of my room. It is what it is, I'm afraid. Hang on, let me see if I can do something about this. One sec. Let's close that up. Right. Okay, is that a little bit better? Can people hear me? Is the echo... Fanny, does that sound alright now? I'm hoping that all sounds okay. Alright, well, let's carry on. Alright, so we've got... let's take a look. Yep, that's fine. Perform a new installation, yes. Yep. So we've got a whole bunch of instances, yes. Congratulations, yes. Accept the license terms, yes. Here we go. Yeah, Alright, let's take a look. Yes. Yeah, let's have some of that stuff. SQL client connectivity and local DB as well. Yeah, why not? Let's have that. Okay, and then we're going to create a brand new instance. Let's take a look. Yeah, sorry, this environment is not the best. Okay, so let's get rid of polybase. We don't want polybase. Okay, let's get rid of that. Next. Yeah, sorry, this room isn't the best. I mean, I do try and, you know, I've got a blue snowball. Let me see if I just can play around with my audio settings. Filters, gain. No, I don't want gain. Another filter. Noise gate, noise suppression. Let's try that. Okay, I'm playing around with a couple of my OBS settings. How does that sound? SQL 17 XPR. Yeah, we're going to call that. Yep, that one. Yep, perfect. Yeah, that'll do very nicely. Okay, so I've done a bit of noise suppression background filter with my OBS. I've no idea if it's going to work. I am not an audio expert. Tips in the comments, please, if you would like. Alright, so we're going to install SQL 17 Express. Let's have a quick look. Alright. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, yeah, SQL Server Database Engine. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, that'll do. Right, next. Database Engine configuration. Alright, mixed mode. Yeah, I'm going to create a password for this somewhere else where you guys can't see it. So let's take a quick look. Generate secure password. Copy. 1 and 2. Lovely. Data directories. Yes, that'll do very nicely. Yeah. User instances, but we will have file stream. I've never actually used file stream, gotta be honest. One day I'm actually going to work out what it's useful for. Maybe we could use it for loading this JSON data in. Who knows? Let's have a quick look. Alright, and whilst that is ongoing, I'm going to quickly produce myself a little cigarette for later on. Okay, and next. And I do not need to install Python. I already have Python 3 on my machine. Speak of which, if you haven't already, update your Python 2 to Python 3 scripts, guys. If you're using Python, that is. Python 2 went EOL, so... Yep, okay, and next. Excellent. Right, and now that is off installing. Okay, so the next thing we've got to think about a couple of things. One is loading in our JSON data, obviously, and two is how we're then going to pass the leaflet coordinates to Web API, and then how we're going to specify what polygons we need to be retrieved from the database that we're going to store all this information in. Let's have a quick look. Okay. See how our installation's doing. Oh, very nice, nice and fast. Excellent, we like that. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we've now got a brand new constituencies controller. First thing we want to do is public now polygons consist of, if we want to have a quick look at actually how they're structured, let's pull open one of these files and take a look at what's actually inside it. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okay, let's have a quick look. One sec. C code, GeoJSON playground, and data. Alright, let's pull up one of these. 88 kilobytes. plugins, JSON viewer, format JSON. Lovely. Right. So we have an array of coordinates, which is created a polygon. They got 8,000 lines of polygon data. And this is our coordinate stuff. So it is a giant array of X, Y coordinates. And obviously each one has a path that goes between them. So without further ado, one second. The first thing we need to think about is how we're going to store all of that data. Sorry, one second, just doing something. You log in. Cool. Alright. And I just need to quickly 2FA log into something. Okay, details. Cool. Regen.
Okay. Right.
Got you. Okay. Right.
Alright. So
that's done. Alright. So now, all of the constituencies that we're going to be looking at are a polygon. Each one has got a multi-dimensional array of coordinates. Now, we've got two choices here. We can either store the array as a sort of list of X, Y coordinates in a table, and we could, if I pull open Management Studio, and we'll sort of whack together a quick example, or in fact, even if I pull up an Excel while I'm waiting for that.
Okay, so let's assume blank workbook.
Okay, so let's assume blank workbook. Close all of those. Yeah, I'll do this later. Okay, dokes. So let's say we've got a constituency table.
Okay, and then the constituency has an ID.
Okay, and then the constituency has an ID. It has a name. And if we take a look at it, we've got a couple of different things. So we've got a constituency ID here. This is actually a historical ID. So, because what we can do is we can go back in time and look at. We didn't always have 650 constituencies. There were times when we had less. Also, the boundaries sometimes change. You know, redistricting happens, and so on and so forth. So that is the center point, the longitude and latitude, and then we've got an area shape and a length shape, which sort of defines how long the border is, I guess, as a vector, and the total area, again, as a vector coordinate. So we then also have our array of coordinates. And what we could do is we could then do constituency ID, path X, path Y, and we could do that, link them up. So poly. Whilst that might be ideal, probably in a future design, right now I'm probably just going to create a simple path data column, which is just going to store the raw JSON, because that's what SQL Server can let us do. Come on, hurry up and finish installing. I want to do this. Let's take a look. I wonder if I could connect to another instance instead, maybe MySQL, to sort of demo this out. Great. Lots more updates.
Why are there always
Yep. There's always more updates. Open file. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's move a few bits and pieces. Open file. Yes. Run. Come on. Let's close that off. Accept. Next. Yeah. Next. Okay. Just gonna wait for those SQL things to update now, and then we can start talking schemas, really. So now SQL Server, I think it's SQL Server 2017 that introduced this, if I'm not mistaken, but let me quickly just double check. If we take a look, damn it, where's my there. Okay. Right. JSON data type SQL Server. Yeah. So let's try and explore this. Here we go. Use cases for JSON. Yes. applies on SQL Server, Azure SQL, and so on and so on and so forth. Enables you to combine NoSQL and relational concepts in the same database. Now you can combine classic relational columns with columns that contain documents formatted as JSON text in the same table. Parse and import JSON documents in relational structures, or format relational data to JSON text. So we can do some of this, which is looking good. Here we go. So we've got a great example here: name, John, skills, and there's an array of objects already in there. Okay. So next question is, how do we persist this? How do we import, manage, open JSON? Let's take a look at this. What does this do? Parse and transform. Converts JSON text or a collection of JSON objects. Okay. Okay. Next question is, how do we get SQL to read from a file? OpenJSON requires compat level 130. Okay. Manage. Import documents. Ah, here we go. Open row set. Oh, bingo. Now we're talking. That looks pretty good. Lovely. I wonder. Right, let's take a look at this. Okay, has that finished installing? No, not yet. Just going to see if Management Studio will let me open up SQL Express at the moment. Let's have a quick go. Okay, so I'm just trying to look for the SQL Server Configuration Manager. SQL Server 2012. Nope, nope. Documentation Management Studio Profiler. Nope, nope, nope. Not that one. 14. Nope, not that one either. Nope, nope. So I just hunted through my start menu for something. 2017. Ah, you know what? When all else fails, open the management console. Here we go. Let's take a look. What have we got? Okay. So we've got a management console file, add remove snapping, SQL Server Configuration Manager. That one. That'll do it. Bingo. Ah, lovely. Right. That would be a legacy version. I'm going to need to run MMC again. Control M. Alright, add you. Cool. Okay. Huh. Can't connect to WMI provider. That's interesting. Okay, both of those have crashed. Nice. Lovely. White screen of death. No, do not save settings. Close. Cancel. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Connect. We got an installer. Is this finished? Ah, excellent. Install finished. Perfect. Excellent. And now we have brand new, excellent new database. Okay, we're going to call this GeoJSON Playground. Okay. Alright, new query. Right. And let's see if we can read in this data from open row set, bulk, C, code, GeoJSON Playground, data, C code, GeoJSON data, city name AA. Okay, actually, let's see if we can bulk import the entire 190 meg. Okay, copy, escape. Alright. What do you reckon? Reckon we can run this? Let's give it a go. Wow. Alright, select bulk column from open row set. Okay, so that's loaded that. Wow, and that was surprisingly fast as well. 2 seconds. Yep, I'm probably going to go with the. I'm probably going to go with the fact that that's actually not bad. All right.
Now, next question is how do we break this down?
Row by row. Select @JSON into #temp from open rosette. Okay. Let's take a look. Imports JSON documents from file storage. Okay, so the next question is book.star. Okay, so now let's do single clob. Let's take a look. Select bulk column dot feature. Let's try that. F5. Okay. Select feature dot star. No. Okay. Doesn't mean the query as J. J.feature.star. Let's try that. Okay. J.feature. Well, that's nice. Is it J.features? No. Okay. Let's have another quick look at this. Okay, so we got bulk column as J. Okay. Type feature collection features. Okay, so we clearly need this dot features. Okay. Let's try that. Note.com.features cannot be bound. Okay. So as JSON cross apply. Right. Okay. So then validate query and change. Alright, is JSON value, JSON query. Okay. Create table families. Yeah, validate is JSON dot greater than 0. Using JSON value. Here we go. Select JSON value. What about JSON value? Got you. Okay, so then we've got a document. Right. So we need to import this into #temp constituency data from select bulk column into temp constituency data. F5. Congratulations. Select from constituency data. Cool. Okay. Select JSON value. Alright. Features. We need the document, which is bulk column. Features. Okay, now let's see if that's going to play nice. Anything? Let's take a look. Okay, that returns null, so that's annoying. Let's see what we've got next. Okay, so we have, see JSON values from where JSON value in Anderson family, ordered by JSON value. Okay, right. Now, ID. Okay. Alright, so we've got that. Okay. Extract an object or an array from JSON text. Okay. Parents. Okay. Parents, parent 0 as parent 0. Okay. Right, so then we want to retrieve $features. Whoa. No, didn't want to save that. Comment that out for now. Let's rerun this, make sure we haven't actually got the JSON incorrect. Yeah, .features. Okay. So this should be it. F5. That should give us all the individual features. Okay, no column name, null. Alright, so the next question is, how are we doing this? Okay, let's td.bulk column, let's try that. Maybe we have to alias the table. See how that's doing. No, still nothing. How very odd. td.star. Let's try that. Okay. Do you want select star from constituency? Let's find a column name for this. There's got to be a column name for it, surely. Yeah, bulk column. Okay. That's nice. TD dot. Yep. Okay. Let's try that. Stick an array index in there. Okay, still nothing. Dollar dot. Have another quick look. What do we have? Type feature collection features. Dot features. Dot type. I wonder if that would work. No, still nothing. How very odd. Because we're inspecting all this data, and you would expect the indexing. Let's just take a look. Bizarre. All right, let's delve into this a little bit more. Let's see what we can find. We have JSON value. Yes, parse nested JSON collections. From cross-apply open JSON. Subarrange the row set, join it with a parent element. As an example, return the following documents returning for children. Answer family. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Children. Grade, int, given name, and larger. Two rows of result, one parent child, two children. Open JSON, position from dark, returns grade, and given name. Right, okay. Let's have a look, Jesse. Goofy shadow, okay. Let's just quickly take a look at that structure again. Okay. Alright, so we've got a children array. Right. So that's dealing with the parent item. Okay, address parents. Well, yep, that is fine for families F, passes JSON. Okay. No, but that refers to the that refers to the root item, and we need to basically access just the first subindex. So JSON query. I think I've just spotted my error. JSON query. Hello. That's more like it. Let's try that. And hopefully this should now return a total of 650 rows. With any luck. Oh. Okay. So, alright, let's try and expand this out a bit more. I want to take a look at whether this contains all the polygon data. Okay, so that is polygon data. Let's try just doing a 0. Okay. Alright, so that's our first object. Alright, let's just copy that value out and let's see what Notepad++ gives us to make sure that this does actually return one single. Oh, hello. Now that looks big. Plugins, format. Okay, that ran out of space. Okay, so that means our JSON result is being truncated. That's not particularly good. Okay, how do we make sure that it's going to be longer? Right, next question as... Oh, hang on, is it going to be as nvarchar max? Let's try that. Okay. Oh, no, of course, you need to cast it. Let's take a look. Cast. That's what nvarchar max. Let's take a quick look. Alrighty. So, we're now looking at cast. Right. Cast as nvarchar max. Let's try that. Bingo. Give it a full length copy. Now let's see if we get the same problem. Plugins. Yeah, we seem to. Oh, 65536. Now, why would you do that? Let's take a look. Let's have a quick look, because 65536. Now that's a good question. Extract an object array from JSON string. Is JSON extracts a scalar value? Okay. Right. So we are getting some stuff truncated here for some reason. We need to work out why. Class JSON query as end text. We try that. I swore JSON was supposed to be a default type. 1 second. Let's have a quick look while we're going through this. Okay, JSON data type. SQL Server. Here we go. JSON. SQL Server data types. JSON data types. Yeah. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's simply. Here we go. Full SQL language support. Is it for JSON? This. Let's have a look. Convert data types. Here we go. Right, what am I looking for? Okay. Use output. What am I looking for? For JSON auto. Okay. UDF. Okay. Much better. Okay. For JSON auto. I wonder. Let's just have a quick look. Okay. JSON value. Let's try that. 5. Requires 2 arguments. Okay. Well, that's useful. No, we don't want that. Features 0. Right. Now. Okay. Over 64 KB. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick search to find JSON query over 6. Why on earth can we not get data length? Yeah, len, yeah, didn't want that, nope. Okay, cast to end text. Oh, I've got caps on, whoops. JSON, SQL Server 2017, here we go. What have we got here? Yep, supporting JSON initially available for all editions. Okay. Varchar max and varchar max. Yep. Okay, let's have a quick look. What do we have? Okay, end text. Okay, let's assume that we are going to use end text for this. Nope. You can go away. In varchar. Yeah. Okay. JSON UK, JSON NC. Okay. So, how do we get this lower and faster? No, this doesn't seem to be doing what I want. Nope, I don't want compression column store. I want a larger. Yeah. We need the ability to, for some reason, it's truncating out at 64K. I'm wondering if that's a limit to do with. I wonder if that's just a limit on here. Tools, options, query results, SQL Server. What am I looking at? Results to grid. Oh, here we go. Maximum characters retrieved. Right, that'll be why. Okay, so I want to, let's see, how much is one, hang on, I keep having to remember how many bytes is 2 meg, times, that'll do it, cool, 2 meg, that's it, okay, great, cool, F5, ta-da, copy, and now let's paste that into our file, new, plugins, and JSON viewer, format JSON. We are still hitting issues. Okay, that's annoying. Tools, Come on. Oh, 2097, 152. Okay. Let's just confirm that that is still valid. Yes, good. All right, so that's stuck and persisted. Let's rerun that. Bingo. This should now return the full contents of our JSON document, plugins, JSON viewer, format JSON. Okay, this is still truncating out at 65536. Why? You know what? I'm just going to copy that lot, quit this behind, and reopen it to see if that actually makes a difference. Let's take a look. Okay, let's pull that. Databases, new query, back again. Cool, paste, F5. Okay, oh, of course that didn't work. Right, 1, F5, F5. Show me, copy, rerun it out. Yes! Aha! I now see object identifiers at the end. Fantastic. Format JSON. Bingo! We now have fully brilliant. So now we've got our JSON document fully imported. Now what we can start to do is split this down by row, if I'm not mistaken. So if I do JSON query, right, so we've got that all nailed out, so that's fine. Next thing we want to do is look at, right, JSON underscore query, split array into rows. Okay. Using how to split an array in JSON using JSON query. Yeah. Cool. Lovely. There's type ID as value. Outer apply with OpenJSON. Okay. TS table. Yeah. 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 Outer apply. Ah. From T as T. Where is JSON T.value equals 1. Select. Let's try that. Equals 1. Okay, alright, so how do you JSON to a result at a derived table. This is done by OpenJSON from how to apply open. Aha. Great. How to apply. Bingo. That I think is what we are missing. Select star from star, outer apply, t dot bulk column. TD. Missed that. How is that going to work? OpenJSON. Oh, it's thinking about it. Okay, so that gives us that and that. So that, okay, so we've got the feature collection. Right, next question is we now got to run the query, which is select. Right, so let's nuke that. So now we want, if I'm not mistaken, right, let's just quit. We want that. Features 0. TD. TD.bulk column. Let's try you. See if that's going to work. The JSON query. That should. Oh, we've got select features 0, of course. That's only going to select a single row, isn't it? We want every row. Oh, well, hello. We have more than one row. This is good. F5. Let's run this out. Here we go. Are we going to get 650 rows? Is the real question. It's thinking about it. That's definitely feeling promising. No, that would be a no. Okay. Oh, I wonder. I reckon that's probably because, hold on, if we copy both of those, I'm going to make a bet. Okay, let's nuke that. Right, that's 1 and 2. Hello, how far are you along? You? Yeah, I think that's mapping to the actual properties at the root. So, because then you've got to do, I'm guessing you've got to do open JSON filter array. Let's have a quick look. Open JSON. JSON. Let's take a look. JSON expression. Aha. Okay, let's take a look. OpenJSON path to subobject. Aha, from OpenJSON. Ah, oh, here we go. Right, if I just quickly bump this over to the other window. Sorry, just show you folks what I've just found. So we've got JSON, path to subobject. So we've got all of this, and then we can basically call OpenJSON and then iterate over the features. So if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to do, if I do select features, let's just check that. Let's take a look. Yes, that should do it. And then that gives us an array of objects. Select key and value. Let's take a look. Key and value. Right. Select value. Let's try that. F5. And if I'm not mistaken, that is 650 rows of JSON data. Hey presto, we have successfully imported, bingo. We have imported all 190 meg of our data into a nice little temp table. So now let's start with tasks. Let's go with new table. And we're going to call this a constituency table. Okay, and we're going to call this ID int, and you're not going to be nulls, and you are a primary key, of course. Primary key and name 255, and we're not going to have any nulls. Okay, and constituency, hey presto, and then we're going to go coded ID. That, and then we're going to go date started, because some constituencies, remember I mentioned we want to sort of go historically through time to look at constituency information and sort of like how the country's changed over time. So we've got a date started and date ended, right, but this will give us the active 650 that we have right now. So if I pull that, brilliant, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get all 650 of the current constituencies into SQL Server. What I'm going to focus on now is withdrawing a lot of that data, so I'm going to get JSON query. What if I work this out, if I'm not mistaken, JSON query value, and then you should be able to dot, let's have a look, properties dot pcon cd and as coded ID. Let's see if we can get this out. Properties dot pcon 16 nm. I'm hoping proper. Oh, got a typo there. That wasn't going to work. As name. Right, let's try that and see what that comes up with. I'm going to have a hut. Let's see what we can get. Okay, nothing. Now that's going to be interesting. Why can't we do that? Select. Oh, actually, is it JSON value that I want now? That's it. Let's try that. Okay, now we've got some. Bingo! We now have every single coded ID, every single constituency. Boom! All 650 of them. Fantastic. Now we can start working on some stuff here. Then we go, and then we go JSON query, watch value, star.properties. Because now we can then pull in all the geometry data, if I'm not mistaken. Because the geometry data is just this. And then we can pull the coordinates. properties dot geometry dot coordinates. There we go. As coordinate data. Bingo. So now we've successfully imported. Oh, that doesn't have that. Let's try JSON value instead. Let's take a look. What have you got? Coordinate data. Also null. Okay. Okay, let's pull that. Let's try that. JSON query. Still nothing. Let's give that another go. Because we know that the geometry is there for every single one. Okay, coordinate data. Very odd. How are we going to get that out? So, because we obviously clearly have the properties. Oh, because it's not under properties, is it? Let's try that. Try that. Wrong bit. There we go. F5. Bingo. And there is all our nested array data. So that's all of our JSON array data along with the name of the constituency, the ID, and a unique key. So now we can then just do constituency. Right, and have we saved this? Yes. Constituency. Name, coded ID. Name, coded ID. Oh, hang on, I'm going to specify some nulls on this to begin with as well. Actually, do we have some start date, time data? This is a good question. When was the constituency first brought into... Okay, we don't have that data as part of our JSON. That's fine, we can cross-correlate that later. So we got name, coded ID, name. That's it. And then we're going to add a nice big fat JSON field. Coordinate data, nvar char max. I'm actually just going to make that a date because we don't need date times on those. Okay, coordinate data, save. Alright, so that's done. Coordinate data. Okay, code ID, name, coordinate data, and add reply open JSON, insert into constituency. Hello, 1, 2, and 3. Can I insert null into ID? Well, that's useful. Yeah, you're supposed to be a primary key. Right, let's move down here. Let's just move you over here. I prefer to have this over on the side, if you wouldn't mind. Computed. Come on, formula. You're supposed to be computed. Description. Identity specification is identity. Yes. Good. Better. That's more like it. Good. F5. Okay, next, let's see how that does. Bingo. 650 rows affected. We have now successfully imported all the constituency data in one go. I do not need my giant JSON files anymore. They can all disappear. Thank you. Excellent. Right, now that's done, we can actually focus on loading that data through Web API into Leaflet. I reckon that's probably going to be enough for today. I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow to catch up on this. Cheers.